Just take a little scroll through the page with stories that'll keep you engaged on that podcast, setting the stage. Trend lightly. And we keeping all of y'all in the know.
Oh, yeah.
And now we all set to go. Miles and Brian is hosting the show. Trend lightly. Giving you the stories that you need to see. And you know this ain't no TMZ. It's the place that you need to be. Trend lightly.
So this is just a little thing we added at the last minute because I forgot that this was, first of all, I forgot this was this week.
Yeah.
But I loved it. So I fell in love with this woman, Tabitha Brown, at the beginning of quarantine, like right when I downloaded TikTok. And she is this mom. She is a vegan. She is an actress. She is a Black woman who focuses on her family and her vegan food, her recipes. Like, if you follow her for a while at all, you get to know her family, her husband very slowly, but mostly she focuses on sort of like words of the day, recipes, advice, tips, and the way she speaks is so fucking comforting and just from the heart, and she has so much like love and light in her. And I have to say, honestly, like when quarantine first started, I was so freaked out. Like I felt like so weird, and like I just was like watching. I just got on TikTok and I just started watching it, and I would watch Tabitha's videos and I would just like sob. Like I would like wish the best things for this woman. I love that she found veganism. I mean, I don't know what it is about TikTok.
Yeah.
There's something about it that like it accesses like all of your emotions so quickly. Like in 60 seconds, you're crying over like a baby, or then like a family surprising their daughter for her like proposal, or watching some teenagers do a dance, and just like it's from one thing to another. It's just like so much life that it's really beautiful. So anyway, I fell in love with Tabitha.
Yeah.
Sure enough, so did everybody else. Like she started to really quickly blow up at that time. Over the last year, her life has gone, crazy. She has a new spice coming out with McCormick. She was on Will and Grace. She also announced that she is developing a sitcom based on her life with the creator of Will and Grace, which is so fucking exciting.
Shut up.
She has so many celebrity fans. She's converted a lot of people to veganism. Anyway, she shared the wonderful news on her YouTube channel recently that her husband, who is a cop, who became a cop in Los Angeles because they moved here from North Carolina so she could pursue acting. And she's retiring him from the force after 15 years so he can pursue his dreams.
Yes.
So somehow Wendy Williams and her producers got a hold of this. I don't know. Like, this is so weird to me because Tabitha is a huge star on TikTok and people love her on YouTube or whatever, but this is by far her smallest platform. And they found this video, and Wendy had some things to say about it. And Wendy, I came to know quite a bit about her relationship when I was doing the Lifetime Wendy Williams movie for my Lifetime movie podcast. And this is just a great. Tabitha's going to give Wendy a read of all time in response to this Wendy clip. But let's listen to the Wendy clip first. I'm so excited.
This woman, her name is Tabitha Brown. Oh, you know her? Clap if you know her. Okay, good. I don't know her. Well, she's an influencer.
She's like, I don't know her. That means when somebody says that, they're like, oh, I don't know that person. Prepare to get shit on.
Right. This is obviously something that like her producers pulled for her and she made a snap judgment on. And it was just like the wrong take for the wrong person, or the right take for the right take for the wrong person. I don't know.
Yes, I agree.
And she's saying that she's retiring her husband. He's been a police officer for 15 years and he wants to live out his dreams. Take a look.
They're such a cute couple.
I have said to him, babe, it's time. It's time. It's time for him to dream again. It's time for him to think like a child and think, ooh, when I grow up, what do I want to be? And it's something else. It's time for a new journey, a new chance at life, right? And God has blessed us. He has blessed me that I can retire my husband.
Nope. I was married to one of those.
Oh, come on.
You know, I make
Fuck
the
that.
money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, you know, stay with me, but go, go, go. You see how that turned out.
Okay.
Yeah, because Wendy Williams has a bad picker. Like, don't drop your shit on somebody else.
And like, here's the thing, like that advice is for some people. Like there are some people that need to hear, like, don't let it, just because you finally are having your dreams come true and you can take off the load from your significant other, don't let them just run free with your money. Like, don't give them that opportunity because it will create discord in the household, right? People don't want to not work, right?
No, of
I
course
get that.
not. And
but this is not.
No.
Like
it's not like she met her husband, and I'm talking about Tabitha Brown. It's not like she met her husband when she was already this famous internet personality. They built this together. Like he gave up something to move to LA to help nourish her creative side and let her flourish in her chosen dream. And now she's saying, hey, we did it for me. Now let's do it for you. We can afford for you not to work. Like, let's retire from your job and let's let you chase something now that we have that we can do. And look, as someone that's given away half of their assets,
yes, you understand.
Twice. This in a marriage, whatever she has is already half belongs to him. So if that were to happen, and it's, I don't know anything about these people, but they seem like a very nice, very in love couple.
They have been married for a very long time.
Yes.
They've been married not just for X amount of years in North Carolina, but in California, they've been living out here for 15 years. I mean, we'll get into this more when we play Tabitha's responses, which is just honestly like why I fell in love with her, because it's so just graceful, but also epic. I don't know. I hate the word epic, but I said it. Let's finish out what Wendy has to say, because she's so wrong.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I reopened it.
I predict that this marriage is going to be on real rocky ground in a moment. Live your dream. Then they invest in stuff and they lose the money. And then they invest in something else and the money gets swindled or stolen.
You're talking about yourself.
Then they invest again. Then he comes home and throws his bag down. And he's like, and she's like, what? And he's like, I can't do this. And this is your fault.
No, Wendy Williams seems unhinged to me.
Yeah.
She seems like she's gone off script.
He goes to the kitchen island and takes a pump of Jergens and rubs it into his hands. I'm like, why are you like describing like a fucking nighttime routine? Like, what is going on, Wendy? Like, this is so personal. Like, are you writing a script? Like, are you in a writer's room right now? Like, what's going on, girl?
So weird.
It's like, honestly, like, it's like if you were, or I were the hosts of the Wendy Williams show.
It's so weird. It's like you're making it so much about yourself that you're embarrassing yourself. It's embarrassing to listen to you tell this story, because you're not talking about this woman and her husband who you don't know, who you admit that you don't know. Right. You're talking about yourself. You're talking about your own trauma. That's for you. Like, your thing isn't everybody else's thing.
She's trauma dumping on television.
She is. She totally is. You want me to keep playing this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job and I can't find my live like a child. No, but you understand what I'm saying?
No,
Do you
no
understand
one
what
She
I'm
does.
doesn't
saying?
need to mock her voice.
Like, no.
She doesn't. And the audience is like, what the fuck? Like, they're not on board. They're like, where is this going? Why is she doing this? Like, they do. She has lost. She's not only lost the plot, she's lost the people that showed up because they were Wendy Williams fans. They're
right,
not.
because
They don't agree.
over the last year, over quarantine, people have been watching Tabitha Brown. They love, like,
Yes.
people love Tabitha. This was a weird shot for her to take. Her producers set her up with this, I think.
Yes, I think so too. That's a good point.
No, you work. Being a cop was a big part of his identity.
You don't know that. You don't know his fucking
right,
identity.
right.
He probably hated it.
We don't know.
He worked in the LAPD. It was probably fucking awful. He's probably like, I don't want to have to go roust homeless people today. I don't want to have to go down to Skid Row and bother people that should be getting help. That's not what I signed up to do. I signed up to help people, and I don't get to do that in my everyday job. I would rather not be doing this. I would rather be doing anything else.
Right. I mean, he has a family too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a scary job to
Fuck
have
outta
when
here.
you have kids and a wife.
Yeah, maybe he wants to. His dream is to take his fucking kids to soccer practice, and now they've achieved a level of success where he can do that.
Right.
And I don't like.
Or maybe, I don't know,
yes.
the undertone of this also could be that, like, maybe he wants to leave the police force in the middle of everything our country is going through.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
maybe that's like an unspoken thing, and that doesn't need to be spoken, you know? Like, I don't
Yes.
know. Like, Tabitha didn't say that as far as I'm concerned. But, like,
Yes.
why is that such a big deal for a black man to leave the police force? I think that's actually great if he can go do something else.
And how would Wendy Williams feel if the genders were reversed in this? If the man suddenly was successful and
she's a hater. She would hate on it too.
She would hate it. She would hate it both ways. Okay. Well, I'll
She'd
give
be
her
like,
that.
oh, and his loser wife. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I can respect.
He liked it, but she came to him and said that. I clap if you understand what I'm saying.
Barely anybody claps.
I mean, there's not a huge audience, to be fair.
It's
small these days because of COVID, but
yes,
yeah.
but they cut to the crowd. It's about half they cut away from it. It's about half the people are clapping, I would say.
So then Tabitha responds. You know, Tabitha doesn't seem like the type to be watching Wendy Williams anyway.
Hell
Hello
no.
there.
Yes.
And she finds a little time at the end of her day to check in and respond.
Yes.
Y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off.
So
Like-
this is the first I've ever seen. I've never watched a Tabitha Williams video, but Tabitha Brown, I'm sorry. What I can take away from this is there's a stark difference in energy between she and Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is like very negative. It's a lot of negativity. And you look at this woman and she starts to talk and it's just like light, positive. Like she's very charismatic. You could tell she's just a naturally happy person. She has
a naturally brilliant aura.
Yes, which is why she has this. She's reached this high level of success online is because people gravitate to this. You watch this woman and you feel good. She makes you feel good.
And you can't buy or fake that. Like what she has, you really can't.
No, you cannot. Absolutely not. You're right.
Praising people. It's like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip and I said, oh my God. The pain this woman must be in. Mm-hmm. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way. I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together. Right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago.
I love that. I love that
to
shit.
help support my dream.
Yeah.
And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? But this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, "Ooh, babe, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love." Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me.
I love her.
And we did it together.
I love her.
For the last
I'm about to cry.
15 years. I did every year with him at LAPD, and he did every year with me with rejection and no's in this entertainment industry, right? However, God has blessed me. He has allowed me to manifest. I've been praying on this for a very long time, and it has now come to pass. That is the power of God. It's also the power of...
Oh my God, Malls. I love her so much.
Are you like not, I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
no, I'm like about to cry.
Everything in the, like, she deserves everything in the world. There is no one that I feel is more deserving.
Yes.
Like, I could cry too. Like, she just is so genuine. Like, I don't know. Like, I know. I'm tearing up too. It's just
And also, like, we were talking about my personal style earlier and like the jewelry I wear and stuff. If I believe those are pajamas, those are like silk pajamas that she's wearing. If that were like a robe, like that pattern, like that's my vibe times 50. Like
Austin Powers.
Yes, I would rock that as a robe. I would be so comfortable. Although I feel like that material would get a little. I tend to run a little hot, so it would be hard for me to wear.
Steamy.
Yes, it would be hard for me to wear that for a long period. But the pattern, the colors, that's 100% Brian right there. Like we 100%
probably Brian.
Dude, we could probably shop at the same stores.
P ringworm, dude. Yeah. Hundo. It's my little ringworm right there. All right, keep going.
Okay.
Allowing God to be first in your marriage, okay? And that is how it remains successful. We keep him first. He is first in our marriage. Not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first, okay? So this is my prayer for you. I pray that love finds you, true love. I pray it finds you and it holds you tight. I pray that someone will love you enough to see you.
There's nothing... Like, I realize that this woman is coming. She's all positivity. But there's nothing more crushing than fucking telling somebody, hey, I'm praying for you right now.
I know, dude. I had a person in my life who did that to me regularly. And it'd be like, I said a prayer for you at like blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to say. And like, I'd be like, thanks. Like, also, I don't know.
Because it's a neg. It's a neg.
Well, not only is it a neg, but it's like, sometimes it's like, well, I don't like endorse like the way you're talking to God about me.
Right.
Like whatever your PR spin that you're taking to God is, like, I don't appreciate it. Cause like I'm over here and like cause like, you know, they're manipulating God, honestly. They're being toxic to God when they pray for me.
Totally. Yeah.
And I think honestly, why would you be toxic to Jesus?
Right. You didn't ask them to pray to God for you. And God's like, oh, hold up. Don't you know I'm over here on the beach carrying these people so there's not two sets of footprints? Like all this, what does Malls need? I didn't hear from Malls. Malls is asking for something from me and I got to hear it from you? What, Malls can't come to me? She's not praying? She hasn't been going to confession? Like, what the fuck? I'm busy.
However, I will say that I do think that Tabitha to Wendy, Jesus is like, you know what, Tabitha? Loud and clear.
We get it.
We've been meaning to fax over some extra good juju to her. So thank you.
We get it. 100%.
Trend.